welcome back to another episode of Vitality Vault with Vitality Ventures Group. This week, our very, very special guest is the one, the only Dawn Gosney. When she's not doing cosmetic tattooing, paramedical tattooing, aesthetics like waxing or eyebrows, you'll find her with her family and friends here in downtown Ridgefield, where she was born and raised. She's got a pretty cool story, so we're excited to get diving into that. All of Dawn's links will be below if you're interested in booking with her here in downtown Ridgefield, or just give her a follow and show your support. Lastly, since you're here, don't forget to subscribe. Empowered women, empower women. Take it away, Dawn and Shannon.
Look at me, I just sit in the middle.
No, I love it.
Good, feel comfortable, get comfy. This far away, am I that loud?
You kind of are loud.
I know. Did you happen to see that I was having a, I don't want to say an argument, a disagreement. I don't like having arguments with people because I figure everybody has their point of view, right? But did you see the guy who did the commencement speech for Benedictine College? He is an NFL kicker. Did you see that?
Sure did not.
Okay, so this was yesterday or the day before. First of all, now everybody wants to cancel him. They have a petition. They should kick him off the NFL. Whatever. The NFL's a job. He can. I think we get so extreme with that. But his commencement speech, Maddie, did you see this?
Yeah, I missed it.
He was talking, and nice looking man up there, and he was singing and I'd like to address this to the women in the audience, and then basically went into a whole thing about, I don't want to say it wrong. Is there a way I can play this? Can I play this? Because I'm going to say it wrong. I will absolutely give you the point of view. I would love to. First of all, I don't agree with what he said. Let's get that out there. It's completely, I find it to be ridiculous.
He's bashing?
No, I wouldn't say he's bashing. I mean, he's, here, let's see.
For the ladies present today, congratulations on an amazing accomplishment.
I think this is the part that
you should be proud of all that you have achieved to this point in your young lives. I want to speak directly to you briefly because I think it is you, the women, who have had the most diabolical lies told to you. How many of you are sitting here now about to cross this stage and are thinking about all the promotions and titles you are going to get in your career? Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world. I can tell you that my beautiful wife Isabel would be the first to say that her life truly started when she began living her vocation as a wife.
That's not the same one.
I'm on the stage today and able to be the man I am because I have a wife who leans into her vocation. I'm beyond blessed with the many talents God has given me, but it cannot be overstated that all of my success is made possible because a girl I met in band class back in middle school would convert to the faith, become my wife, and embrace one of the most important titles of all, homemaker.
Okay, so
for the ladies present.
So this is a Women in Business podcast. So there's a lot of people who are very offended by that. I'm not offended by that. That's how he believes. That's how he believes. Doesn't fucking matter to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not offended by that.
I don't. And it's a Benedictine college. So isn't that a Catholic monk thing? I feel like Benedictine is Catholic monks. It is. I know it is. Are you a religious-y person?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Religiously, yes.
Yes, that's how far I get.
Yes, I believe, yes.
Right.
But
So there's like a whole thing, because basically what he was saying is, the lies, the diabolical lies, that part's a little, whatever. This guy's getting ripped apart. Like there's a whole petition to get him kicked off the NFL, all sorts of things. My joy in life is not being a homemaker. I tried it. I found it to be boring as fuck. Didn't like it. That's fine. Okay? Everybody's different. Some people are really, really good at it.
Really good at it.
And love it. Now, is that the thing you want to say to a bunch of women just graduating college? I don't know.
Each person's just born differently. Each person is given a particular gift.
Yeah.
And I wasn't given the gift to stay at home and be the homemaker. Like, that's not my gift.
Yeah, it's not your thing.
Did I have kids? Absolutely. Did I love having kids? Do I like to be home? Yes, I do. But I could not stay home on a daily basis and cook all day in the kitchen, clean the house. Like, I would go stir crazy.
I have gone stir crazy. I've tried it. I said it
but
in
some
another
people
podcast.
do. They thrive
and they're really
they thrive off that, and that is
good at
where
it.
they're good.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know. I think them beating him up is not right.
Oh, we beat everybody up who people don't agree with.
That's
his right.
his story.
But do you think it's is it the right not
Message?
appropriate? These people just went through 4 years of college to start their careers and do that kind of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So as a commencement address, the onus or the assumption's going to be go out and this, you know what I mean, start the world and learn, all that kind of crap.
Yeah.
The diabolical lies comment, I thought was a little, come on. But I'm always on the fence with these things because people get so adamant about that this person's wrong or that person's wrong. But everybody has their own idea.
It's their own opinions and the way they see things in the world.
I would have been very disappointed if I was sitting in that audience and I had my cap and gown on. I would have been very disappointed that that's the speech that was being given to me. I would not have been happy.
Well, it seemed like more of a speech that was just geared towards him and his life and his family, opposed to
Correct.
A speech geared to
the kids,
to the
yes.
thriving next upcoming generations.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought that was
his speech.
He's very well spoken. He looks good. I mean, I'm glad his wife is happy and they, are doing what they're doing.
Without knowing the back knowledge of that, because I don't know what all the prior stuff, because I haven't watched it. So I don't know anything prior to
That's mainly what's there.
That's what that was.
Now, again, I don't know what else he said. Obviously, he was saying stuff about COVID. I didn't listen to any of that because, again, like everybody else, my attention span's lasts about 30 seconds and then I move on to other things. But I thought that was interesting. Anyway, well, Dawn, thank you for chatting with me. Dawn, you fascinate me. And I'm really glad we're talking about this because you've lived in Ridgefield for your family. I'm going to rephrase that because I was going somewhere. Your family has lived in Ridgefield for like 752 years.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
No, honestly, how long?
Yeah, 3 family generations, 4 generations.
4 generations.
Yeah, and there's probably more that I'm not aware of, but yes.
That's
my
a lot
mom
of
and my
years.
dad, both sides of the family,
Mm-hmm.
grandma and grandpa's, which they have all passed away. Love you to pieces. But they were all raised here, went to school here.
So, okay, because I don't do math. So do we consider generation 100 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 400 years ago. Your family's been here for 400 years? Am I doing the math right, Maddie?
No.
Oh, Maddie's looking at us. First of all, she's not looking at me like just me stupid. She's looking at you too, honey.
Well, you can only have a kid, like, you're not going to be 100 years old when you pop out your kid,
I understand what you're saying about that. Okay.
My
we didn't think this
great-great-grandma
through, did we?
was 102 and she passed away, and I was probably like 20.
All right, let's go. Let's go from today.
Mathematics.
I'm going to ask ChatGPT.
4th generation would be because I have I have my 2 kids.
I'd say every 20 years.
No. 20 years? You can't say 4 generations is 20 years. That means it's just 80 years.
You have an 80-year-old and you have a baby. And then there's 2 people in the middle.
Okay, so then let's
when I
let's
have
forget
pictures of like my great grandmother.
When did your grandparents did they do the whole follow Lewis and Clark cross country and hang out with him? And Clark, well, we're in the area. Maybe they were part of their crew. Were they the OGs?
I mean, they could have been. Mom and Dad.
Think about it. They were in the 1800s, right? I mean, Thomas Jefferson sent them. He was the. Well,
my grandpa was in World War II, so. Both of my
but so
grandpas.
was my grandpa. That's
Well,
1940s. That's not that
and they
far
were born
ago.
before that, so.
They were born in probably the teens.
Yeah.
And
Jeez,
then,
I really need to call my mom and write all this down, put it on the back of my palm. When was Grandma, Grandpa?
but your grandparents' parents were here in Ridgefield. Is that what you said? Or it's your
So no, just Grandma and Grandpa's, but great grandma was. She lived out in Brush Prairie area.
great grandma. So that means she was probably.
She would live till she was 102.
So she was born in 1802. I've determined that. I don't know why, but I
Okay.
have.
Okay. Call my dad. Hey, what
Or
was great-grandma?
1820.
I have pictures of her when my son was literally a little baby.
Okay, wait. So when did Lewis and Clark
And
come
my
here?
son's
I'm telling you.
33.
I bet.
1492.
No, what the fuck, man?
No,
That's Christopher Columbus.
Oh, we're not talking about the same guy.
Oh, holy mother of God. Christopher Columbus. Not super dick, by
My
the way.
teachers would
Killed
be
lots of people.
disappointed in me.
No, Lewis and Clark. You guys are from the Lewis and Clark land.
We
They're
are,
Right
right
down
here.
there is a little picture of Sacagawea in their little boat.
Was on the Mayflower. I'm like, I don't know how
Well,
much.
I was definitely not
That's
here when
my
that was
side of the
happening.
country, okay?
But we had to come over from somewhere.
Yeah, well, that's true.
So my son he's 34, so he'll be 34. Grandma passed away at 102. He was literally, like, we have a picture of him, a little baby. So we
She was like
had,
70 something in that photo.
huh?
She was like 70 something in that photo then.
Okay,
No.
here we go.
Oh, yeah.
So your grandma was here. Oh, I've already figured out your great grandma's history.
Okay.
Okay. So Lewis and Clark came here around the winter of 1805, 1806. Okay. We've already determined that your great grandmother was probably born around that time. Mm-hmm. So obviously she was part of the crew.
Yeah. She's on the damn ship.
She's on the damn fucking boat. And then when they went back home, huh?
She traveled the Oregon Trail with her own toes.
Yeah. Look at you. You're famous. There we go. So we'd like to welcome Dawn Gosney to Vitality Vault. She is a descendant of Lewis and Clark.
Yay! Did I get my tribe money?
I don't think it. No, you're not a descendant of Sacagawea.
Ah, okay.
They were all old white men.
Okay.
I mean, they weren't that old when they did their traveling, but the second
Cherokee.
time around, yeah.
Okay.
Are you? Do you have-
Cherokee.
Oh, that's cool. I can see it. You know, it's the hair, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good hair. So Dawn is obviously we know that you are a longtime Ridgefield person.
Yeah.
And we're here because again, women in business, and you've had your tattooing. You've been doing tattooing, and you
Permanent
also
makeup.
teach other people to do this as well.
Yes.
For 30 years. Is that
So
right?
esthetician for 30. Well, since high school, really. Since I got out of high school. Into makeup. All the beauty side since pretty much I got out of high school. And then I went from, I can't even say. I mean, I literally stayed in the beauty industry all these years. And then sometime about 8 years ago-ish, then I went into permanent makeup. And just added that into everything I already do.
But were you were tattooing before then or not?
No, only
You
I'm
just
8
have
years.
tattoos.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
I know, I see them.
Yes, I just have tattoos.
How many tattoos do you have?
15, I think.
Do you have any that you hate?
Well, I don't hate them, but they could be better. And they're part of a story. You know.
And they all relate to each other in
Yes,
some way.
in
yeah.
some
Well, I
way.
guess they relate to you. So
Yeah, they relate
that's-
to me. Most people get tattoos generally because it is a story. It's a part of their life, something that they've been going through. You know, they're going through whatever they're going through, and usually they pick something related to what's going on in their life at that time. Like I can remember every time I've got one of mine, where I got it, why I got it.
So I always thought you did tattoos.
So I do permanent makeup.
So you do tattoos on the
Cosmetic.
eyes.
Yep,
and the
cosmetic
eyebrows.
tattooing. So brows, eyes, lips, so eyeliner, brow shading, brow microblade, whatever you want to call it. I do brows. I make your brows look beautiful. Lip tattooing, so full lip color, like mine are tattooed. I have no lipstick on. Mine's just lip gloss.
They're wonderful. I mean,
Straight lip
that
gloss.
has to hurt like a motherfucker.
No.
I feel like you're lying. I kind of feel.
No, I'm not. I think my lips were probably the easiest. You could do this again for me. Like you just lay there. They're so numb. I mean, there's spots that don't feel great.
They're numb. Is it because you don't go deep? Is that why you don't really feel them? Because I know when you numb your lips, like say lip filler, you numb your lips, and then once that needle goes in and it breaks the surface, fuck the numbing. That's all gone out the window. So, is it as deep as that? No, maybe
not
that's
like
why.
doing fillers. No, I mean we're just barely at dime size maybe into the tissues. Like you're just barely. We're just right there. We're just
and can anybody get
color.
Anybody can get cosmetic tattoos?
Yes. Anybody.
So there's no.
I mean, there's contraindications. Yeah, there's some. You know, it just depends on each person. I mean, if you're going through cancer, I mean, obviously not. I mean, if you're on there's particular medications that you definitely, we want to stay away from. Autoimmune disease. You have people that, depending on where you are, unless it's controlled, if you have autoimmune disease, your body's attacking its own body, right? So you have to, depending on what autoimmune disease you have, you just have to ask questions, fill out all the nice forms, ask the questions.
And you've been doing that in Ridgefield?
Yeah.
For all this time. So let's talk about Ridgefield. Because when I moved here, I felt like I was going back to like Little House on the Prairie, right? Because it's so remote for me, even though we're 25 minutes out of Portland. That's still, to me, a very, it's the wild, wild west. And it is. It does feel like that in a certain sense.
Yeah.
So Ridgefield now, and we're expanding, but even when we moved here 4.5 years ago, there was, I think the sign when you drive in says like 5,000 or 6,000 people, which is very exciting. That was very exciting to me. I, in my brain, thought, I will know all these people in a year or two.
Yes.
It doesn't work like that.
No.
I will have 6,000 friends. Well, it does. But so when you were growing up here, what was the population?
Oh, dear gosh. Probably 600.
Now, how does that work? How do you date? How do you get away with anything?
You don't get away with anything.
Were there roads? Were you on a horse and buggy?
I rode my horse. So back.
Oh shit! She did. She rode her horse to school. You're gonna tell me that, aren't you? Please just lie to me.
I won't lie to you. I did. I rode my horse all the time. We'd get up and literally we would get up on the farm and we'd just get on our horses. I rode bareback, and so we'd just get on our horses, and a group of us would just meet, and we'd just take off for the whole day.
And was it just farms everywhere?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is weird to have this
suburban housing,
urban. Lake Oswego are on its way that way, right? Like this is definitely, no roundabouts, no 2-lane road. I could go all day on my horse. Bye mom, off. 8-9 hours. Nobody'd even know where we were.
Was there a downtown?
This was all here, yeah. This has
been here forever.
Yeah.
So this was the town.
This was the town. But you could literally ride your horse on all the side roads, on all.
Did you do that, Maddie?
Everywhere.
No, I rode my Razor scooter though.
Okay, see, so they moved up. I went from horse and then they went to Razors.
And Maddie, you lived here, what years were you here?
We just went over this. It was like 2007 to 2014.
Okay, so we're not talking the 1800s. And for anybody listening, Dawn's younger than me. She's not that old. But I'm going to keep going back to Lewis and Clark now because now I feel like you're a descendant of it. Yeah, you're in there. So, okay.
We could go all day long. The only way that you knew it was time to come home is because the sun would be going down. Oh, damn, we better
So
get
it's
home.
not like the East Coast where it's like streetlights gone because you didn't have streetlights.
Oh, no, streetlights would come on.
Okay, so it was that, but you didn't
downtown here, the streetlights would come on, but in the country, they didn't. So, which is country only, around the corner, the back roads, downtown, the lights would come on, and then all the kids would, you got to scurry home really quick.
How many people were in your school?
I think we had only 120 in my actual class. And my actual graduating class, we only had 120. And I could be off, so somebody in my class, I'm sure, will.
And it was probably all the same people you went to kindergarten with all through the years?
Yeah, all through the Union Ridge School, the middle school, elementary, middle school, and then the high school.
And so what did most of the people do for work? Was it farming?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what
Most
about the
are big.
river? Was there a lot of fishing? Was that port ever any kind of like working
Not
fishing
when I
port?
remember it. We had the Strawberry Cannery back in the day, which is actually where the post office is now. That used to be a strawberry cannery. I don't even know where any pictures are, but it was a cannery of strawberries. My mom used to work there because I used to play there in the front. And we'll ride my
Okay,
little
and what
bicycle.
about U-Haul? Were you here when that got invented? Or wasn't that invented?
That was
sign
it.
when
Ridgefield is U-Haul, yeah.
Okay.
We are the original U-Haul for sure.
I want to buy that building so bad.
Yeah, and it's still here.
Oh,
out by
where's the
refuge.
building?
It's out there by the refuge. If you go just the back way of the refuge, not the top of the hill refuge, not Hillhurst, but the other direction towards the casino.
Okay.
Off to the left-hand side, if you're driving, the refuge is on the left. And right there it's this like
U-Haul.
cute little,
Did you know the people who were
I
they
didn't know
original
them.
Ridgefield people who?
yeah, that I don't know.
Oh, that would be interesting to find
Yeah, I
out.
don't know.
Like if they were.
I also heard though that the house up coming off of the freeway,
That's what I'm talking about.
that's the one actually I think that's the original actual.
It's all overgrown.
Oh, that's the original
That brick
U-Haul
little
house.
house right there, that, and I think from what I've heard, that's why they haven't taken it down yet. I
Well,
don't,
then they should fix it up for God's sakes.
I don't
They just
know.
leave it. It looks like a freaking dump.
well,
I mean,
it's,
well, it's beautiful,
it used
but it's
to
not
be
maintained.
beautiful, because I've been in
The
it.
flowers.
Yeah, well, yeah, now.
It's gorgeous.
But-
I'd move in as is.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah,
There,
it's
you
probably-
know there are ghosts in there,
Even better.
and bugs, and probably
They're probably good
drug.
ghosts though.
Huh?
They're good ghosts though. It was, Ridgefield. We got a good town.
Starting ghosts. They're probably gonna help out.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
So
waiting
tell
to
us
find out what's
gossip. I want
going
to hear gossip about Ridgefield. Who do we love? Who do we
Everybody's
hate?
related to everybody.
I
That's the whole
can't
thing. Like literally.
imagine. So back in the day when there's no one here but the people.
Yeah.
Like again, everybody knew everybody's
Oh,
business.
everybody knew everybody, and everybody knew everybody's
So
business.
so if like Mr. Smith is going around with the neighbor's wife.
Everybody knows.
Everyone knew when I lived here.
Yeah. And if you weren't, they made up stuff about you. So
Well, that's human nature, I think.
you
Right?
know.
People just
You're
do
like,
that.
really? I slept with them? Oh,
I missed that
I
part,
hope that
right?
was good.
I think people do that no matter where you are.
I know, huh? It's
Yeah.
sad. No, it was
It's
fun.
normal.
Softball, played softball all my whole life out here, 4-H, we had 4-H, horses, cows, I mean, you name it.
And did you always do the business track, like wanting, because we were just talking about the homemaker track or the, I don't want to be a homemaker anymore. And
Yeah.
sometimes anymore, because sometimes you want to do that.
Yeah.
And then you go, okay, well, now I'm done.
No, I actually think I was right out of the gate. So my mom was a hairstylist. So she
Okay.
used to work right here in downtown, right here in Ridgefield. She was a hairstylist. So when I was a baby, she would take me to work. The Coach's Cut, right there, that used to be the first hair salon back in the day when I was a baby. And now it's a salon again, so that's kind of awesome. Devine owns it now. But mom
See,
would
she
take
knows
me.
all the people.
Yeah. My mom would take me to work, and so that's where I was played with my first mannequin heads. Cut off their hair, shaved them. I'd ask for more. Mom would say, well, if you'd stop cutting them off.
So what about that Starlight Diner? And I'm
That's
just
been there forever.
well, because
Tony, yeah.
to me, and I go in there and I'm a patron of it. However, every time I walk in, I get a vision of a Quentin Tarantino movie, and I feel like someone's going to jump out and just like kill everybody, or there will be something's going on. Okay, there's shit going on in that place. I don't know if there's shit going on in the back. I don't know what's going on, but
It's haunted.
but it
Starlighter?
almost feel like it. But it feels like. Did you ever see the movie? Wasn't Quentin Tarantino, or maybe it was the one with the girl and the guy, and they go on the killing spree. Remember, you know what I'm talking about. You got to know what I'm talking about.
I'm sure.
Juliette Lewis.
Okay.
And they're driving. Is that Quentin Tarantino? What the fuck is the name of that movie?
You're gonna have to look it up.
And they go around, or even like in Pulp Fiction, Honey Bunny in the beginning when they're in the diner.
On Pulp, yeah.
Right.
I know that one.
That place, I feel like I'm going to go in there, and then all of a sudden the lights are going to go off, and then, I don't know, Javier Bardem or whatever the freak his name is going to come in with a machine gun
That's
or
just
machete.
an old-time store. Like, it is the way that it is, and it has been that way for
it's
as always as
well,
I can remember.
you
I used to work there.
You can tell. But I love it because of that reason.
Yeah. it's
I'm
just
sure
been
they'll
that.
fix it up at some point and take
Well, they
away the
added that.
character.
He added, a little back there in the back, the cute little area where you can have
restaurant now.
beers. Yeah, you can have beers and burgers and stuff back in there.
You should go check it out.
Yeah,
But I won't go alone.
but well, we'll go with you.
Okay.
No, shoot. When I was little, we'd go in there and buy little, our freaking 1 penny candies. That was when the candies were a penny back in the day.
That's cool. So,
It's been there
so
forever.
it was the country store.
Yeah, that was one of them. The other one was the other's corner store, which they're redoing the front doors and everything. The Morses owned that way back. I worked there too. I think I've worked in...
What about the theater?
That's been there forever too. That actually used to be an old feed store.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to go in there with Mom and Dad, and they'd had hay bales in there and everything, and we'd get feed and stuff in there.
But it's been a theater for a while.
It's been a theater
hasn't
for a
it?
while, but there was like a little portion of it. So off to the left side, because you got this side where you go in for the coffee.
Mm-hmm.
But this side of it, I remember going in there when I was little, and there were always, maybe it's just my vision that I had when I was 5. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
But I
well, you look at
remember-
the world a little differently when you're very
Yeah,
short
when you're 5,
and your
so,
brain's
yeah.
not finished growing.
So I remember bales of hay in there and stuff. Maybe it was freaking Halloween, and I just assumed that that's what we were going in there to get. I don't know. I was little, but no, I don't remember it ever being a coffee. It wasn't a coffee shop when I was little.
Okay.
Not
Well,
when
yeah,
I was
that
little,
that
little.
part looks new.
Yeah, so
Okay,
all
so then
that's
let's
new.
discuss. We're going to go right down the town. Tell me about Sportsman's.
Oh shit, that's been there for long as I can remember. He worked there too.
That's one of really. That's one of those places when I first came here, I'm like, yes, this is like a movie. Like there are certain places that are like movie, Gilmore Girls, old fashioned movie.
Dawn set it on fire.
You set Sportsman's on fire?
Yeah, caught that baby on fire.
You did.
Well,
Did you
I
get
didn't
caught?
mean to.
Or
Yeah, I got
are the
caught.
police going to show up at the door?
The fire guys came over and had to.
How old were you?
Get the fire. I was 25.
Oh
I think.
shit! You have no excuse for
No,
this.
no, I had no excuse.
How did-
I was working. I was
On
serving
purpose?
Beers.
You
No.
pissed at someone?
No, I didn't learn this part in school apparently. So, they had the old-fashioned, fryer back in the day with the big old lid.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but the oil went on fire, and
And you tried to put out water or something like that? You're not.
I didn't
right?
learn that in science class or whatever class that is.
Right. Oh my gosh.
I was like, oh shit. I don't know.
How bad did it get?
It went straight up and went across the back top of the bar. And I just backed up as I'm backing up, and then I was like, oh, beeline to the front door, because I'm not stopping.
Oh, you
this.
ran the fuck out.
Oh, yeah.
Did you save anybody, or like you're on your
I
own?
was all on my own.
Nobody-
Them? No, there's nobody in there,
Really?
thank God.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
just you.
It was just me.
And then you were like, peace out.
Yes. You can fucking burn down. I gotta get out.
That's the reason why the ceiling's black.
Yeah.
Painted over it.
It's black now.
Because of Dawn. So it's your
Yeah.
ceiling.
Yeah. It's my
Nice.
ceiling. My
See,
name's
there we
in the
go.
bar
You're
still.
is your name still in the bar, really?
Oh yeah, because all of us that worked there at some point, even people that didn't work there, because they or I don't know if they, what you call that, not laminated, but made the top of the bar all nice and soft and silky, and shiny and stuff like that. You can carve your names in the bar, and so my name's up there in the bar.
First time I went there when we first moved here, and because you walk into the billiards or the pool area, the bar, and then you go over, and I was with TK, I was with my kid, So he was like 12 or something. We literally were there for 5 minutes and a fight broke out. And I thought, I love this place so much.
You're excited
because
about the
I was
fight.
so, TK was like, oh my God. I'm like, isn't this wonderful? He talks about it every day now. He's like, that's the place where they fight, like in the movies. And I'm like, yes, it is.
That's funny.
Dawn's client is here, so let's do.
Oh, we can't wrap it up and have a podcast like this.
I don't know.
There's no,
it's fine. Her
follow
appointment was at
through.
3.
Okay, yeah.
We're good.
Well, do you need to go take care of her?
She's just a brow wax.
Do you want to take care of her and then we can continue?
Okay.
Let's do that. You don't want her to stay to wait. See, this is what happens with business people. Who am I talking to? I'll talk to the camera. She's a businesswoman. She's got a client. She's got to peace out, just like she did with the fire at Sportsman's.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully we won't burn down in the process. Oh, please. I would talk all day to myself, okay? I probably do. When I was was I in college? No, we were in high school. This is not. And my best friend Lisa tried to wax my eyebrows.
In college.
No, we were, I think we were like 16. So I like laid down on the couch and she did the waxing and then she did the thing and then she went, I'm sorry. So, can you see Lisa doing that? Yes. And she literally took off. She kind of,
Oops.
It takes a definite set of skills.
So were you just having fun then?
No, we were trying to wax my eyebrows.
Okay.
We just were really bad at things like that. I was never one of those children who wanted to do makeup or I didn't understand.
Any of that.
No, like I would do my own, but it was annoying, and I liked the look, and I always wanted there to be like, now there is movie star hair. I used to think movie star hair, all of a sudden they have this beautiful long luscious hair and they go like that, movie star hair. Now we have that.
I want that.
Right? But I mean, if I could pick a thing like a superpower, it would be like snap and then things would be done.
I'd be a princess.
You would be a princess?
Yeah, in my
really?
princess sparkly dress.
I never wanted to do any of that. But now thinking back, I don't know what I want to do because I have no memories of shit. I honestly don't remember anything. I love that you remember this town and all the things and that kind of stuff because some people have the memories of a goldfish like me and some people can remember what they wore at first grade and who sat next to them.
Yeah. There's a lot I don't remember, but I wished I remembered more. Like I love hearing the stories from other people.
Oh, sure.
From here.
Well, first of all, they probably have a very different
perspective.
Of course,
absolutely,
as we all
because
do.
Whatever I have, my thoughts and my memories are definitely probably different than others. Like when I'm talking with Renee, like she knows the history of this town like crazy, and I listen to her and I'm like, I didn't even know that, but I grew up here. Like, it's cool to hear. Or when I listen to the older generation, the older people that are in my mom and dad's era, like listening to their stories.
So most of your family's still here?
Yeah.
All of them? Did anybody go?
Yeah. I mean, so like uncles, my brother's still here in town. My mom is still here in town. My dad just moved to the beach like last weekend, but he's always been here.
Okay.
Or last year. Cousins, there's still some cousins that are still here, and then their kids go to, the schools here.
So the family's just,
There's
so you
some.
walk around town, you see family.
Yeah.
That is so weird to me.
Yeah, I could not do that.
I mean,
That's why I said we're all related, but even if they really aren't technically family, blood related, they're still family.
well, sure, you all grew up on a time where there was very few people.
Yeah.
Even the difference, I mean, that's bizarre to me to walk around town and see people that literally could be my family, be like, oh, hi, Uncle Joe, how you doing?
Yeah,
And walk,
that is how it is.
That's kind of strange.
But it's changing.
Oh, sure.
So for us that have been here for that long, like for me, like I would go to the 4th of July now. You knew everyone walking up and down the streets.
Oh, now
You wouldn't-
it's crazy.
Now I'm like, like my mom. I'll walk
Do
with
you
my
like
mom.
it? Do you like the change? I mean, it's inevitable no matter where you live.
Yeah, it's inevitable.
That's correct. What you said.
Well, I don't like not knowing everyone because that's what I've grown up with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if there's something about that closeness and that knowing everyone, for the most part. I think it's good to have the change and have more jobs and have more, life is going to go on because all of us that have been here eventually won't be here, right? So all we can do is hope that then maybe the people that are coming in can pass down, hopefully, some of the generations of that.
And that is why,
the community.
And all those stories and all that kind of stuff, that's why you need to tell me all the gossip right now.
Oh,
So now we can have that on video at some point, right, Maddie? And then in 4 generations, which I've determined is 400 years, and obviously that's not true.
We'll go with that. That's
we can
okay.
They can look back and say, "Oh, look at all that." Gossip.
All I can say is that I look pretty damn good for 400 some odd generations. That's amazing.
It seems like it should work at that. I know.
To make sure I'm good.
Oh my gosh. Oh my, yeah. I mean, my mother grew up in a place like that, but she left. And, as people do.
Yeah.
And I find it fascinating because your great-grandmother, who, again, we've determined was part of Lewis and Clark's posse.
I'd die if she was. That'd be crazy.
She has to have known them.
I'm gonna ask my dad. I have to. It was on my dad's
Even
side
if
family.
she was born and was a baby when they were here.
She's still here.
She's still here. How did she get here? Someone had to be here before then. I'm telling you, maybe she's the illegitimate child of Mr. Clark. We're going to go with Clark because Lewis is, he did a little, unaliving himself. We don't want that kind of depression to carry down.
No.
Okay, so we'll just say from Clark.
Okay.
Who I heard was quite a handsome fellow. I don't know if that's true. I'm going to have to look it up, but someone told me that. Did you tell me that, Maddie?
No.
No, okay.
That would be the last thing I would ever say.
That Clark was a handsome fellow?
The guy who came and started mess.
Started a mess? What mess?
Genocide of a whole.
It was Clark we're talking about.
He put a wood.
He didn't
raft
genocide
together.
people.
We're a tag team as
trees.
far as I'm
Yeah, but
concerned.
who did they genocide? They didn't genocide people.
Indians.
No, they didn't. They were friends with the Indians. Sacagawea led them. Did you not read the letters?
I don't remember.
Did you read the letter?
Well.
No, they were explorers. They weren't going around shooting up fucking people
Yeah.
up. They were exploring, just trying to get to the other side of the country to find a waterway from the east to the west, that kind of thing. They were not murderers. Okay?
Did you go
now,
meet Sacagawea? So she's down.
did
at
I go
the-
meet Sacagawea?
Yeah, she's
How
down at-
old do you fucking think I am? Honestly.
Well, apparently we're in
I just
the
got some
400 years.
filler and threads. You still asking me this? Jesus Christ. I did go down to there.
Yes.
And saw
Go walk, and then they have the little.
the longhouse.
Yeah.
Yes,
down there.
which you can't get in. What's
No,
that
I've been
about?
waiting. I've been waiting for so. You've been in it?
Yeah, school field trip.
Well, right. So why is
I
that
never
not?
even got to go in it.
First of all, they should make it like a cafe or some kind of restaurant. So when people are walking around and stuff, you stop in there, you have a fucking cocktail, right? Cheers to a little Sacagawea. Clark's handsome
And then go
dude.
get lost out
all
there
good.
in the
then
wildlife?
well, not lost because now there's trails. There are freaking snakes, so I did tell that story. I told you that story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to call Roddy to come get me because I saw a snake deep in the distance. And he says, I'm not coming to get you.
She's nowhere near the snake.
No. I took a
She
picture. It
needs
was
help.
very far away. Probably 100 feet. But it was a snake. Anyway. But imagine, okay, who's in charge? Renee Surface. I'm calling you out right now. We need a little restaurant at that longhouse. Nothing that will ruin the integrity of it. But how nice, first of all, it's good for 2 reasons. You then are attracting people to the history and to the longhouse, it's stuck in the middle of the fucking nowhere at this point. People just walking around. Say, oh, look at that. There we go. And they move on, right?
I'm always trying to look, I sneak the
Yes.
in there and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you have people.
I push on it, hoping I can open it.
Do you?
Yes, I try to open it. It's
Okay.
not gonna.
So she's going to burn more shit down in this town, I think. I think this is what's coming. Right. Well, we'll walk out of the podcast and the police will be out there, Dawn. We'd like to talk to you.
They've been to my house too. I tried to burn my house down on my stove too. And they were the same firefighters.
So you tried to burn it down.
Well, I didn't try to burn either of them
slip
down.
at the
It just
top.
happened.
A little slip at the top.
I had a candle on my stove, and apparently I don't know what happened, but anyway.
Fire is very dangerous. You have to be careful with those candles.
Well, I don't burn
turn
candles
away
anymore because my lungs don't like the candle smoke. So now I'm like, okay, done.
Well, so anyway, that would help bring in
We need a
tourists.
coffee shop / cocktail shop.
Yeah, a place to stop along the way. Learn a little bit about the history.
We should do tours at least, right?
I think
Yes.
tourism would be awesome, doing little tours down there. We could have people dress up just like,
Have you been to the one in the center?
Just like Lewis and Clark
yeah,
and Sacagawea.
yes.
First camp I ever went to, Camp Sacagawea. Did you know that?
No.
On the East Coast. You didn't know that. Why not? You don't know my whole history?
No, I'm working on
of
it.
life. Left.
I'm only like a
It
few
was
weeks
Girl
in
Scout
here.
camp. It was Girl Scout camp, of which I hated, and eventually was asked to leave.
Oh,
I was a little mouthy.
that has
Felt they could do
changed
things
much then,
differently.
yes.
They could be, their processes and systems did not level up to my fifth grade
Of
standards.
your expectations.
That's right.
Okay.
She got kicked out too, my best friend, but that's because she called teachers, the counselor,
Got kicked out.
bad name, Lisa.
And then you were like, all right, I got this.
If you don't want that to happen, these are the processes and systems you need to change within your little Girl Scout troop. They didn't like that shit.
Love it.
I think that's a good idea. All right, well, because all of Ridgefield will be listening to this.
Oh, God.
Where are we at now? 10,000 people? From what we think. So let's give us,
I bet
tell
there's
us
more
something
than that.
nobody else in Ridgefield knows, or nobody else in Ridgefield wants you to tell me. I'm going to just keep asking for gossip here.
Shit, I don't know.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Do you know anything?
How would she know?
Well, she's from here too.
Yeah, but she comes and goes. She dips in and out, No?
I don't know.
There's no good gossip here?
Nothing
I mean,
good.
was there were they was there gold mining here?
Oh shit, I probably. I don't know about that though. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't
Did they
be
do that
surprised.
Shanghai thing where they take people and throw them on the boat and all of a sudden they wake up the next day and they're out in the freaking Pacific Ocean working?
Good God.
Well, that's a thing.
Yeah, there's a port right here. Use the accent.
Shanghai. There was
wouldn't
no
be surprised.
Shanghai.
It is a port, so there are things I'm sure that.
You go to Sportsman's.
My neighbor
You
might
get
know.
too drunk. They drag you down. They throw you on a boat. They take you out to the river. You get thrown on one of those enormous barges, which I had never seen until I moved here, and I fucking
I mean, it could
love
happen,
them.
but I always knew I woke back up at my house, so I still made it back at some point.
Okay, but it probably happened, don't you think? Yeah. Also, I want to let you know that I believe there are sharks in that river right down there.
What?
I'm going to tell you, Maddie. See, Maddie, don't you laugh at me. You never saw a shark? Haven't you seen Jaws? Do you not know how Jaws is from a true story on the East Coast where a bull shark swam up into the river from the ocean. Now,
So I guess you probably don't go paddleboarding down there then,
I do kayak, okay?
because you feel safe
But
inside of this.
yes, because no shark can get me in that little tiny piece of plastic. Ever. I am protected from the sharks. But we do have a boat, and we've gone there I've gone a few times. I have put my foot down. I will no longer go on the Russian's boat because he drives too fast, and I don't fucking like it. Anyway, that being said, a couple times he decided to stay out past dark, which is terrifying because I do believe there are special only in the dark sea monsters that come out. Because I'm telling you, when we were boating on back, shit was happening in that water. There were little animals coming up. I don't know what they were.
Nighttime.
So what are they? Are there seals?
No.
What's in there that comes up at night? I would like to know this. You don't know? Tell
don't
me,
know.
rumors of what? What are,
We can put on. I've not ever heard of anything.
I'm feeling very disappointed with
Beavers?
Isn't there little beaver things?
I think there's beaver
I don't
things.
think that they're actually beavers. They're like a type of beaver.
you. What the fuck is a type of beaver?
Actually,
Other than a beaver?
Face.
Huh?
They have a different face.
Yeah, they're they look like beavers, but they're not beavers.
Nutria?
Yeah.
Yep. I think
Those
so.
are from The Princess Bride.
And Ridgefield.
Have you seen The Princess
have.
Bride? The rodents of unusual sizes?
Yeah.
Right? Isn't it rodents of unusual sizes? Feel like I'm missing another letter in there, though. Yeah.
But
Nutria.
they gotta sleep at night.
The nutria? Why?
Maybe
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they're nocturnal. I don't know.
I'm thinking.
it's when they build their houses and everything, because all of us humans are out in the daytime.
Okay, so sharks, nutria.
No, Amanda found a shark down there.
Yes. A dead shark on the rocks. Yes. Now, it wasn't a big shark. And my daughter determined it was, she sent a picture, and Molly determined what kind of shark it was, because they're both those kind of sharky people. You know, the little weird ones, little off-center. They like the sharks way into adulthood, where usually most of us stop that at around 5. Okay. Nothing against it. My daughter's the same way. So Amanda sent the picture to Molly, and Molly said the shark was a what? It was a blue shark? That sounds, I don't know.
Here in Ridgefield.
It was dead on the little thingy. So we looked it up, and those sharks can get lost in the rivers. Now,
Yeah.
it's not the bitey kind, I don't think. I don't know.
Aren't all sharks
Yeah, right,
bitey?
right. However, I will say again, if you're going, it's probably a great way to die. Wait a minute, listen to me for a second. Because dying anyway, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna die anyway. Your friends have a great story. How did Shannon go? Eaten by a shark. It's a good story. You gotta leave them with
Okay,
something
well, It's being
interesting.
documented right now.
Oh no, and it will
so-
probably happen because I say shit and it happens. I therefore,
Going next month. Take it back.
I didn't say Amanda's getting killed by a shark. I said me.
Her.
So I won't go in the ocean anymore. And that is how you stop from dying. You say how you're going to die. You don't put yourself in that position. You never
Oh,
die.
I see. Okay.
That's how you stop from dying. I'm going to leave it at that,
I
Maddie.
like that theory. That's great.
Yeah, there we go. See, we've solved all the world's problems today. Not Richfield's problems. You gave me no good gossip.
No, I have not.
Okay, give me something though. Something where people are going to go, oh my God, Dawn was on that podcast with that weird chick, and she just said that Joe Feeney has 17 illegitimate
children.
children, and they all own businesses in Ridgefield. Every business is owned by one of Joe Feeney's illegitimate children.
Yeah.
Weren't we talking about those couples that like just switched?
Oh.
Because I have a story. She has the same story, but it's different people.
Okay, so there's wife swapping. Oh, is it like the old
do?
70s stuff where you
Who
go
was
in
it? Yeah. Oh,
and you drop
you
keys
mean
in a
swinging?
bucket? Swinging. I knew it was like something like that. Are there a lot of swingers? Is Ridgefield known for swingers? Maddie,
That's Camus. It's Camus. I don't know. We were known for drugs probably back in the day.
good drugs?
She smiles.
What kind of drugs?
But I think that's common anywhere.
Yeah, small towns.
So
It's small towns, you know?
and drugs are everywhere.
Yeah.
'Cause they're-
Mushrooms in the
because they're
fields,
so
the cow
good,
shit.
and they make you feel so happy. and productive. There's,
Yeah, productive.
I think drugs get a bad rap. I think everybody
they
should.
do. They can
you
get
know,
a bad rap.
I
yeah.
mean, so no swingers.
No, I mean, not that I know about here. I mean, they might be. There could be some major parties. We just were missing it. We didn't get the invite.
So I'm from all of this, I appreciate you talking to me. I figured out you're probably unpopular in this town. You don't really know a lot of shit. So maybe you can suggest someone else who will give me some dirt. I'm kidding.
That
I
would
love
be
you,
Renee.
honey. Huh?
That'd be
Renee? Renee, I'm calling you out for a second time.
Renee, shoot, there's probably a lot of people. You
Oh.
know? There she is.
An angel
She's
just got her
texting me right
wings.
now. She's like,
A shark just ate someone. That's the sound of a
oh,
shark.
I love it.
Okay.
I love
it. Dawn, tattoo the eyes. Well,
Yes.
Tattoo on the eyes, the lips. We'll share all your information.
Areolas,
the
scars.
boobies. Yeah.
All head to toe.
Do you add extra things to people?
Yeah.
Give me a third.
Areolas.
Like, do you do freckles? Do people
No.
get tattooed freckles?
I
No.
mean, you can, yes, but long term, like how they're gonna like actually look in 10 years from now,
No.
they're not gonna look good.
No.
Everybody's out there getting it done, and I mean, unless it's your personality and that's already like part of who you are, you know,
Like
you like
Pippi
to,
Longstocking?
yeah. I
Well,
mean,
a lot of us have freckles when we're younger.
yeah,
And
but
then
when
they,
I'm 80 and you put a tattoo right, like right here, and then all of a sudden the skin's down like here, and
yeah,
then
but
you
here's
got,
the thing.
no,
When you're 80,
well, I ain't gonna give a crap.
don't you, right? And don't you want to look a little fucking, where, you know, I want to be, Miss Sue Bell, please. Okay, Sue Bell's not here, but I'm asking everybody to follow Sue Bell on Instagram.
Okay.
This woman is who we all need to be. These are goals. I hope I'm going to say she's 80. She's fucking probably my age. But no. She is phenomenal. She just is like, her hair's as big as it can get, and she just dresses to the T, and she just talks like a, you just got to, everybody
I'm
follow
gonna have
Sue
to
Bell.
follow her.
Follow Dawn Gosney Cosmetics. Correct?
For now.
For now, and then we'll change.
Name's changing.
And I think it's time to go. And I think there's a wine party tonight. Are you coming with us?
I guess so.
Okay, there we go. See how easy it is? I love you. You're fun.
Hey, it's Maddie again. Thanks for listening to the end. And as always, just in case, this is not any medical or legal advice. We just do this for entertainment and educational purposes. Thanks again from Vitality Ventures Group. How are you using your power?